doing some cleaning and rearranging here in the shop, best I can anyway. Got my two faves right here. That red Volkswagen runs now. I need to get video, but it does move under its own power, and I have some projects and more stuff around. That's not what I came here to tell you about. I went to the hobby shop and was looking for another body for my SCX10iii. I had put the Dodge Dakota body on there and painted it up to kind of mimic my daily driver that I had at the time when that truck sold, and now it just kind of bothers me to see that truck sitting there. So I figured I'd change the body and went with this 79 FJ-40. Really nice body. Let me show you what I did. All right, so here it is on the 10.3. Now I know it's kind of blasphemous, I guess, but I have an axial light bar on it right now, just mocked into place. I don't know if I'm going to leave it or not, but this body came with these pieces here to put, I guess, Proline's light bar up there. I'm just not a big fan of those LED light bars. They just don't look, I say, scale, I guess. And I've had this one sitting here, and I've tried it on different things. I almost put it on the Cherokee and didn't do it because it was just a little overbearing, but it seems to kind of fit this, although it kind of makes it look like that. It's the only bad thing about it, but I do like it. I really do like it. Now, I have changed the tires. These tires here were on my H10 Optic, and so I pulled those off and put them on these Endure turbines and put them on this truck, just because these tires really perform well, and I didn't get but $20 for all four of those tires off of Amazon. The body itself is shot with Traxxas paint, of all things. This is an extra can of the blue that we used on Eric's Kyosho Outlaw Rampage Pro, but I backed it with silver. Now, in this video, I'm sure this thing is going to look purple, but I'm telling you, in the sun, it's a really, really deep blue, and it has a little bit of metal flake in it because of the silver. And then as far as the back end, I just masked it off and just shot it with Tamiya black back there and on the seats. I did cover, I guess, what you would call the console, and let that blue come through. But really nice body, man. Really nice body, and wasn't a bad price on it. It came with the light buckets. These pieces here, let's see if I can find them right here. All of that, there's a light bucket behind it. Now, I don't have LEDs in it right now, but I'm going to put LEDs in it. And up front, the molded plastic for the grill also came with it. And there are light buckets behind the headlights, and I'm going to put LEDs in that as well. Like I said, still on the fence about this. I may do it. The only thing about it is that's a 5-strand, and I don't know how in the hell I would hide the wiring. But I may have to finagle something because I really kind of dig it. Here's the other side. It's a good-looking body. Really good-looking body. And there again is the other light bucket. Didn't go crazy with decals. Sometimes less is more. It did have the Land Cruiser. Come on, phone. The Land Cruiser decals, and I added the axial badge on it just because it's sitting on an axial chassis. And it's a great body. It was an incredibly thick body. I don't know if it was just the one that I got, but it was really tough to cut. It's really rigid. The detail in it is really nice. I should have done something with the handles. There was no decals for the handles. The decals on this thing are kind of minimal. The dash and all is one decal. And then only thing I pulled off of that was the Land Cruiser badges, stuff for the grill, and then the red tail lights is the only ones that I put on. Well, that and two little small badges across the back end. But came with the license plates and all this, just dirt bag and all that. I'm not putting that on there. But anywho, if you've been looking at doing something, if you've seen this body and you kind of like it, man, get one. It's really nice. It's kind of dovetailed on the rear, which is nice. And the front is just, you know, the way an old FJ would be. But I do like the fact that it's kind of pinched and dovetailed in the back end. Cage was with it. Cage went together really well. Very sturdy. It's a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller than these couplings for the light bar. So I'll have to figure something out here to give it something to grab if I decide to leave it on there. Now, the only thing I had to do with this light bar, as you can see, it's a little narrow for it, is I made a couple of spacers for each side, right here and over here, and then just ran a long screw through. I do need to cut them off. If I can see, get them in there or not. I do need to cut those off. But again, just in mock-up. I don't know if I'm going to leave it or not. A lot of guys are not running the windshield. I like running the windshield. I think the windshield just adds to the scale. Scale realism on the body. Really, really nice piece. Just wanted to show you guys, if you've been looking at them, been thinking about it, get yourself one, man. It's not a Jeep, thank God, but it's a nice change for me. And hopefully this thing tires shouldn't get into the fender wells like it did on the Dakota body. But anyway, Proline FJ-40 body. Nice, really nice. Hope you guys are doing well. Take good care of yourselves, and we will catch you on the next vid. Later, tater.